Alright guys, I gotta show you the coolest thing I've added to my old 82 Virago. Okay, now talk about bringing it into the times. Check this out. So right there I can read my front wheel temperature and tire pressure, as well as my rear temperature and tire pressure. So the little greenish yellow right there, that's the temperature in Celsius. I'm sorry, that's PSI. And then this is temperatures of the tires themselves. So, pretty freaking cool. As you can see. Oh, and I got a clock there too. Now it has different settings you can set on it. Press and hold this button. Now I can change it back and forth between PSI and barometric. I can do Celsius or Fahrenheit. Low PSI. Alarm is going to go off at 26. High will go off at 45 for the front wheel. And then you go through the high and low on these. And then this is the temperature, so I had that right. So, high temperature warning. And if you want to change it, you just change it to that. Now this is a temperature setting inside your tire. So I'm going to put it at 160. Okay, now this is programming for the front and rear one. If you ever need to reset them, you can do that. This is all explained in the instructions. That's the rear one right there. That's your ID number on it. And then this is where you set the time. So when you first get it, you'll need to set the time. Press and hold this for a few seconds. You see it start flashing. And then this is your control to change AM, PM. Then you go to the next one. Count up, down. Count up, down. And then this is default. So if you want to change it back to default, you can press the button. I don't want to set everything back to default settings. There we go. Alright, so tire temperature inside. That's 60 degrees inside on both tires. And then my pressure itself is 30 on the back and 26 on the front. Then it tells you the battery here, and if you can see in there, let me zoom in, those little red bars, that's the battery for the front and rear sensors. Now those recharge as the wheels spin, so as you drive, those will stay charged. This, however, has its own charging plate. Here on the back, you can see two little spots there. There's a little magnetic charger that just connects onto there and plugs into a USB-A port. So this is the clamp itself, and it's got two adjustments. It's got this one adjustment, which is like your final tighten down, and then this one. This one right here will actually slide inside there. Ooh. Inside here, it slides the bar in and out to give you to tighten down on the bar, and then you use this one to get that extra firm tightness. So it's pretty freaking cool. I love it. And then when you want to turn this off, press and hold the top button, and then it turns it off. Now I've got my cover on it because I like keeping these covers on as long as possible. Keeps the screens nice. You can take it off if you want to, but I like keeping it on. But I just thought that was so freaking cool. So now when it does get low or too high pressure, you'll hear beep 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 beep, and it lets you know. So definitely a cool feature to have. Really easy to take on and off your bike. You got the spin lock here. You can just loosen that up, and then you just spin it. So see, easy to take on and off if you need to take it off and charge it in the office or something, or in your house. Sorry, I charge everything in my office, which is in my house. And then this you can loosen up and adjust. It's a ball swivel, so you can adjust it to how you like it. If you guys want to pick one up, go ahead and hit the link down below in the description, and you can pick yourself up one right now. They're only $30, and I think that's a great investment for knowing what your tire pressure is, especially like if you got a Goldwing or something where you can't easily get back to these fittings in here. Alright, so just so you can see, that little gold nut, that comes with it as well as this. That's the monitor itself, and they're labeled rear wheel RW, and the one on the front is FW. And that's all you gotta do is just screw those on, and it comes with a tiny little fork wrench, so that here's the front one. You spin this one on, and you spin this brass colored one on first, and then you spin this one on, and then you back that brass one back up to here, and you use the fork while holding this still to just kind of snug it up. So you're basically double locking it. This is going to be tight. You want to turn it clockwise, and then the small one you want to turn with your wrench counterclockwise, just to tighten them up against each other, and it's a friction hold. So it works out very well. And they're not big bulky stems or anything either, so, or sensors, so they're barely noticeable on the bike. And you know whether or not you're losing pressure in your tires. For me, that's fantastic, because you never know when you get a nail in your tire until you start losing pressure, and you'll feel it in your ride. But this will let you know before it gets down to 10 psi.